SavagePOV, Dear Gay White People. The real title, Stank S Male White, LGBTQIA bring yo shaved bird lookin' as pale face demon pack of chicken, thighs all ugly burning, in the sun S in here, right the fuck now double exclamation mark. Yes bitch, take the paid for BBC out your throat, wipe the cum out your ears, eyes and nose and listen up old tired ass, trashy ass hookers. Oh so you are just going to sit quiet and hope no one calls out your goat hair wet dog smelling ass double exclamation mark. This Robin bitch who shot up a school in Minneapolis, deleting innocent children belongs to y'all double exclamation mark. I have had it with you fake ass Spice Girl wannabes, double exclamation mark. Fake ass, wannabe Sex and the City ass bitches double exclamation mark. More like faggish and the city because that's what you are, trashy ass faggots double exclamation mark. It's going to be your people that get the sodomy laws put back into place double exclamation mark. It's going to be your fake woke wannabe radical, but you're really crazy as the fuck non-washing below the knee ass, who gets the LGBTQIA community rights taken away double exclamation mark. They gave us an inch with the legalization of gay marriage, but you motherfuckers had to take a mile 100-point symbol. You just had to take advantage of shit like your heterosexual counterparts double exclamation mark. You never satisfied with anything because you are unhappy with yourself double exclamation mark. You skanks that think you are above and better than the black LGBTQIA are about to get your bubble busted double exclamation mark. All you are good for is a dark room in the corner, guzzling cum like normal double exclamation mark. You are going to FAFO very soon double exclamation mark. The sad part is that we have to be tied to you crazy ass sons of bitches double exclamation mark. I tell my people all the time not to support y'all because you never support us double exclamation mark. The proof is black LGBTQIA having to start their own pride events because you tried to shun black LGBTQIA from yours double exclamation mark when atrocities happen within the black LGBTQIA. You white bitches are nowhere to be found double exclamation mark. When something happens to one of your people, then you want to speak this coexist solidarity bullshit double exclamation mark only to get what you want. After you get what you want, BBC or our support, then you revert to your old segregated ways, double exclamation mark. You don't know how to act in a society double exclamation mark. You preach coexist, but that's a lie double exclamation mark. It's only coexist if you are the leader, just like your heterosexual counterparts double exclamation mark. These people are tired of bullshit, ugly ass frogs like Bruce Caitlyn Jenner with her Bigfoot bad feet delusional ass. All these Danny DeVito with a beard, lookin' ass bitches who want to shave their beards in the women's bathroom, double exclamation mark. The Cody bitches, and their dumb ass pronouns. The attack on children and allowing their bodies to be mutilated before their frontal lobe reaches full maturity, which is around the age of 25. Now you hoes are shooting up schools and churches SMH double exclamation mark. Yes, you may have white skin that burns in the sun, but the majority of your own people are tired of your fairy dust gliding twinkle toes have an ass, too double exclamation mark. For years your saving grace was siding with your hetero people against the whole of us, black people, but with Dump in office, that shit ain't working no more double exclamation mark. You can no longer use us to stand up for you only to turn around and use us as a scapegoat double exclamation mark. Now with this Robin, bitch double exclamation mark, it won't be long before they start trying to demonize the LGBTQIA double exclamation mark. You white TQIA plus hoes should have made Megyn Kelly your leader when you had the chance double exclamation mark. This was when she had allegedly wrapped up filming for her new movie that I recently heard was coming out soon. I heard the movie is going to be titled Species Strikes Back, Megyn's Revenge double exclamation mark. Spoiler alert, they totally stole the whole queen alien laying eggs concept from the Alien movie franchise double exclamation mark. All throughout the movie Megyn's alleged character is popping out these eggs double exclamation mark. I know how to spell the bitch name, I wanted to pronounce the hoe name properly double exclamation mark. You white TQIA plus hoes need to get rid of your current alleged leader double exclamation mark. The hoe with the frizzy dead fried dirty blonde hair that she uses to hide her horns double exclamation mark. Nancy Grace, you are the devil in an alleged woman's form double exclamation mark. You are a tawdry, cheap, rundown, low vibrational, lying ass bully double exclamation mark. While Nancy Grace publicly stated she was having a crow sandwich after Michael Jackson's acquittal in 2005, she did not truly apologize or admit she was wrong. Instead, she continued to defend her lying stance that he was guilty despite the jury's verdict. Even after the verdict, Grace maintained a belief in Jackson's guilt. In a 2007 interview with CBS, she said, "Frankly, when it comes to Mr. Jackson, I believe I was right. Nancy, you old yeller lookin' ass bitch double exclamation mark. You were wrong, even before the trial started double exclamation mark. You continuing to believe that you were right after you were proven wrong only shows how emotionally unstable you are to make judgments. Undermining the judgment of the jury and judge shows that you were never even a decent lawyer double exclamation mark. Just a wet goat smelling, bleached blonde, weak genetic having ass Neanderthal with damaged fried ass frizzy hair double exclamation mark. I heard that your fiancé allegedly took himself out just to get away from ya. All those degrees, and you are still stupid as fuck. Reversed hand with middle finger extended, medium dark skin tone. Fuck outta here, bitch. Double exclamation mark.
And you know what? And since we on the topic, y'all know who else I'm getting tired of? This old freakazoid, alien, reptilian looking ass bitch. I'm getting tired of this hoe. Bitch, you a old Jim Carrey in a wig looking ass bitch. Every time I see you, I see Jim Carrey. Bitch, you look like an alien right now. That's how I know we been in contact with aliens, bitch, because your ass is here. Bitch, you got some nerve. I know. I know you ain't sitting up talking about the motherfucking queen. Bitch, you got some motherfucking nerve. You old Roger in a wig looking ass bitch. Joe Roger from American Dad looking ass out of here. Oh, cave dwelling ass bitch. Bitch, you thought you ate with this? Get your old ugly ass out of here. Bitch, you look just like Roger from American Dad, ho. Bitch, you can never come for somebody with actual talent. All you do is sit back and hate. That's all you do. And now, bitch, you getting it full circle with your old reptilian looking ass. Twins separated at birth. Every time I see this bitch and she smile, bitch, I think of Jim Carrey. Bitch, you look just like Jim Carrey in a wig. I loved you on Saturday Night Live. But see, I know you. See, I know the real you. I know where you come from. I know who you are. See, you could fool all these people in America, but you ain't fool me, bitch. I been knew who you was when I first seen you because I seen you years ago. Oh yeah, I loved you in that movie. In that movie. Species. And Species 2, you old alien looking ass bitch. Sitting up there looking like a fucking boy with broad ass shoulders. And then got the nerve to be looking like you anorexic at that. Strong ass jawline. Oh, where's Waldo looking ass bitch. I know you ain't talking shit about the queen. Bitch, you sitting up there looking like a 13-year-old boy in that goddamn black t-shirt. Them broad ass shoulders. Old SpongeBob square shoulders ass bitch. Bitch sitting up there looking like one of them characters off of that cartoon Doug. I know this old reptilian looking ass bitch ain't sitting up talking shit about nobody. Bitch, do you know what Garkananok is? That's what you are. Bitch, you look like Garkananok. You know what Garkananok is? That is the precise time dog shit turns white. Bitch, that's what you are. Sitting up there looking like a piece of dog shit that done turned white. And listen up, ho. We know what you be doing to them men, bitch. We on to you. We know how you got your husband. We know what you did to him in that motherfucking pool. Bitch, go ahead and do some shit like this again, bitch. Go ahead and do some shit like this again. Go ahead, bitch. And we calling the motherfucking FBI, CIA, the motherfucking Animal Planet on your motherfucking ass, bitch. We're gonna send your ass right back to Route 66 on up out of here, bitch. Area 51. That's where they should have kept your old alien, reptilian looking ass. She's on the hunt. She's on the move. Yeah, old Caitlyn Jenner ass bitch. Yeah, bitch, you thought you was something when you won that motherfucking award, huh? Old Caitlyn Jenner ass looking ass bitch. I know you didn't think that Victoria was the only one that knew your secret, bitch. I mean, you was giving it away with them SpongeBob square ass shoulders. SpongeBob square shoulders. Bitch, them some broad ass shoulders. I'm talking square shoulders to you, baby. Square shoulders. Oh, reject Sonya Blade ass bitch. See, look, this happened back in 2023. You know, this was another trans person, and the name was Audrey Hale. Now, look, right here, misinformation and bias. This is what I want to point out. In the aftermath of both the Minneapolis and Nashville shootings, right-wing commentators and politicians used the shooter's gender identity to spread misinformation and reinforce negative stereotypes about the transgender community. I'm not lying. They are going to try to link this together, and, you know, they're already trying to get rid of gay marriage, you know, and these young, white, fake, woke ass, wanna be radical, but really crazy as the fuck ass people don't understand that, yes, it's good to rock the boat, but y'all trying to capsize this motherfucker. And we, in this case, are the minority. It's only 2% of men that's that's homosexual. I believe out of black and white. It's only like 2%. Trans and TQIA, that's 1% of the population. You're 1%. You're like an ant trying to topple over an elephant. What you think is going to happen? These people are going to use the behaviors of these Mayo, radical, fake woke, fake radical, people. They're going to use their behaviors to punish the LGBTQIA. And guess who's going to be tied to that? The black people. Because you got a lot of y'all dumbasses in the black LGBT. You be wanting to defend these people. Even though they will not defend you. But you want to run to their rescue. I'm not lying.
Shooter was 28 years old and a former student at Covenant School, a small Presbyterian church elementary school in Nashville. Audrey Hale, now identified by police as the person who shot through a locked door to get into the school about 10:30 this morning. A 5-officer team went straight to the gunfire on the second floor here at Covenant School and killed the intruder, who was armed with an AR-style rifle, an assault-style pistol, and a handgun. At least 2 of them legally obtained, according to authorities. Even though it appears to have been a rapid police response, 3 adults and 3 children were killed before officers could end the incident. The children, a pair of 9-year-olds and 1 child turning 9, and among the adults, a janitor, a substitute teacher, and the head of the school, 60-year-old Catherine Kuntz.
See, let me tell you something. May this lady rest in peace. May the victims of this place rest in peace. But let me tell y'all something. See, for the longest time, gay white men especially, they tried to separate themselves. They tried to make it seem like they was better than us, and they would always side with their people. Well, now your people are deleting people that look like this. Let me tell you something. When you start doing stuff to people that look like this, it ain't gonna be too long. It ain't gonna be too long before they send in the National Guard, the Army. They're gonna be putting plungers up your ass. And some of y'all like that, but nah. Well, I don't know. Let me not even go there, because some of y'all like that shit. That's what I usually say to straight people. But in this case, we'll strike that from the record. Just go ahead and skip it. But seriously, no, when you start doing stuff to this type of person that look like this on my screen, baby, you better get ready. Okay? And this lady was a teacher. Y'all don't know what y'all asking for. Y'all have gotten that part of the LGBTQIA. I told y'all this was nothing but a hijacking. It was nothing but a hijacking, and the movement was hijacked by these Cody bitches and these people that's doing this stuff. Okay?
Police say they found a horrific crime scene.
We know and believe that entry was gained through shooting through one of the doors, is how they actually got into the school.
But as today's shooting in Nashville, Tennessee demonstrates, there is more work to be done. The fact that this is a daily occurrence in America is unconscionable.
In Washington, this latest school mass shooting reverberating.
You know what, Savage? That's a good question. Who? You know me, I love to ask. Who? Who is that? And even right here, see this motherfucker. He, you reading from your little paper, but you're trying to deflect. The people that keep doing this stuff, the people that keep shooting up stuff, the people that they look like you. They don't look like me. They look like you. Could be your grandkids. I love this guy. Oops. Oops. Where do these pictures keep coming from? It does seem like we have a problem here. Oops. Oh my God, how did that keep it just won't go away. Oops. Oop. Here we go. This is the picture that I was looking for. Y'all, I'll never forget when I first shared this picture, they deleted my post and I got put on when we used to talk about Facebook jail. Yeah, I got put in Facebook jail for 30 days for this picture. This is the stuff they don't want to talk about. Good question. Another good question. Hey, real talk, this who trans people, to my trans people, this who y'all community being taken over by. Bitches that look just like this. Oh my God. Because these are puppets. These people pull the strings of the puppets that I just showed you. These people. These people at the bottom pull the strings. These people. These people at the bottom. Right. This is a damn good question. Because they're not the people who left out of Egypt with Moses. See? 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 Oop. See? They pull the strings. Exactly. You ain't gonna learn this in school. They don't want you to go past 1619. Damn sure don't want you to go to 70 AD. This they history. This damn people telling you. That's what he look like. That's what he said. Oh yes, they hate when the truth come out. Hate when the truth come out. Receipts. Truth. These are not the people who left out of Egypt with Moses. Those people was black.
Today's shooting in Nashville, Tennessee demonstrates there is more work to be done. The fact that this is a daily occurrence in America is unconscionable.
By who?
In Washington, this latest school mass shooting
By who,
reverberating
though?
to the Senate
By
floor.
who?
Illinois Senator Dick Durbin.
We need to pass more reform to keep guns out of dangerous hands and to keep
Who's
our
dangerous
children
hands?
safe.
With the shooter, 28-year-old
Look.
Audrey Hale, dead, tonight investigators
Another white
converge on the
bitch.
home where the graphic artist lived. They have found...
Look. Y'all don't understand. See, and it's you white motherfucking LGBTQIA, you know, and you could try to demonize me and say, oh, you're racist, and no, bitch, I ain't racist. I ain't got the power to make no type of laws saying that you can't drink from whatever water fountain or saying that you can't use whatever bathroom based on your color or even your gender identity. And I don't want to harm anybody. I don't want to harm anybody. I don't own no guns. I ain't trying to own no guns. I don't believe in I'm not this bitch. I ain't radical. I might say words that might anger people and hey, whatever. You know, and if it come to, fighting or whatever, then hey, whatever. But I'm not going out seeking no churches or nothing like that or to harm anybody else. Nah, bitch, I ain't racist. I ain't got the power to make no type of laws saying that you can't drink from whatever water fountain or saying that you can't use whatever bathroom based on your color or even your gender identity. I don't have the power to make any laws, so therefore I'm not racist. And I'm not hanging bitches from nooses to try to keep them from living. You might not like my words, but I ain't did nothing to nobody. But this bitch right here, and this Robin bitch, and them Cody bitches, and these young LGBTQIA white bitches that look like this. Okay? This is the face of fucking anger right here. This is my last resort. Something takes a part of me. Life's gotta be always messing with me. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. And them Cody bitches, and these young LGBTQIA white bitches that look like this. Okay? This is the face of fucking anger right here. You ought to know. That look just like this bitch. Wake me up inside. Looking ass bitch. Then this the other one. Oh, ugly ass. Ugh, just look like a goddamn weirdo. Bitch look like the one of them motherfucking, look like that thing off that movie Mask with Cher. Now, Robin, you know better than to do that at that motherfucking church with them kids. How dare you? Look just like that motherfucker. Ugh. Oh, Samuel Screech Powers looking ass motherfucker. I don't give no fuck because I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. You know, y'all gonna be the ones to get the whole LGBTQIA community rights taken away. Watch, y'all gonna be the ones. They're gonna try to demonize the trans community for this.
So
but it's always them white trans. It's always them white trans.
If you guys can hear me in the control room still,
the
if you can
white
back up and show the sound attached when the shooter is talking. Are you guys able to do that?
Just trying to live our lives. They gonna look crazy motherfucker.
I'm sorry to my family.
See?
But that's it. That's the only people I'm sorry to. Those kids.
Obviously, really upsetting stuff. At one point, the person shows a smoke bomb, which we know from police that was also used.
Oh, ugly ass. Ugh, just look like a goddamn weirdo. Bitch look like the one of them motherfucking, look like that thing off that movie Mask with Cher. Look just like that motherfucker. Ugh. Oh, Samuel Screech Powers looking ass motherfucker. I don't give no fuck because I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. You know, y'all gonna be the ones to get the whole LGBTQIA community rights taken away. Watch, y'all gonna be the ones. They're gonna try to demonize the trans community for this.
So
but it's always them white trans. It's always them white trans.
If you guys can hear me in the control room still,
the
if you can back up and show the sound attached when the shooter is talking. Are you guys able to do that?
Just trying to live our lives. They gonna look crazy motherfucker.
I'm sorry to my family.
See?
But that's it. That's the only people I'm sorry to. Those kids.
Fuck you too, bitch.
Obviously, really upsetting stuff. At one point, the person shows a smoke bomb, which we know from police that was also used.
Them kids didn't deserve that shit. You know, I don't agree with that shit. Rest in peace to, you know, those victims and, you know, what happened at that school. That is horrible. That is horrible. But I want to say that is not all LGBTQIA. And it's time to separate, you know, more than ever from the white LGBTQIA. And let me tell you something. You could already tell, you know, they cowards because you even have the L's and the G's trying to separate themselves from their own people, you know. But it's like, nah, y'all need to fix your people. You need to get your people together. Y'all want to separate, you know, oh, come on, let's just, you know, let's abandon that TQIA plus. No, bitch. Nah. We gonna draw the line in the sand. And we over here, y'all keep that shit over there. We might have problems where we fight each other. We might fight each other like cats and dogs. But bitch, we ain't shooting up no schools. No. We are not with that. We don't do that. Shit, quiet is kept. Is you motherfuckers that bomb our churches and shoot up our churches. Like you have been doing over the years. That's racism. So, you know, he ain't doing nothing but acting like his ancestors. I'm talking about, oh, this old long face ass bitch. Oh, talking about something. The only people you sorry to is your family. What a way. You don't love your family. What a way to show love to your family by doing some fucked up shit like that. You brought nothing but shame and disgrace to your family. Fucking weirdo.
By now, I know that you are all wondering who the Cody bitches are. Well, hang tight poopy pants because I am going to show you who the Cody bitches are. I already did the video. But first, I am emotional right now, so you just listen. The video that I am eventually going to show you is inspired by the star Madison. You girls may know her as T.S. Madison, ! I love her because she is a real one for sure, ! I started watching her when she started the show Fag Talk because she was talking about the Bigo girls, a coven ! I am glad that I stumbled across her. She does have a co-host named Craig, who I think overall is a great guy. Although I do disagree with him on different topics at times, I could never hate him. I never leave a comment on their show, but recently I did because I was so proud of Craig for speaking about topics like Gatorbait, and he's been questioning the imposter converts ! Now you are getting deep into my territory. Raised fist, medium dark skin tone. It reminds me of that time that I had to battle Aquaman.
Here. I have guarded the trident against false kings since the beginning, and for 1,000 years. I have seen the greatest champions try and fail, but never have I sensed one as unworthy as you. You dare come here with your tainted mongrel blood to claim Atlantis' greatest treasure? So be it. Half-breed. You thought yourself worthy. You thought yourself a king. You dishonor this place with your presence. Stop!
You're right. I am a half-breed Mongol. But I did not come here because I thought I was worthy. I know I'm not.
You understand me.
I do.
No mortal has conversed with me since King Atlan. Who are you?
I'm nobody. I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love. I came because the Trident is their only hope. And if that's not good enough, then screw you.
No man has ever freed the Trident from Atlan's grip. Should he deem you unworthy? Well, I haven't feasted in eons, and I am damaged.
Oh yes, I was in the movie, and so were a few of my cousins. They call themselves the Trench. The movie did a really good job being spot on with the looks of some of my cousins. You all think I am joking, but it's true. They even sounded the same when I told them that Negroes are the real Jews, Christ is black, they should stop eating pork, and stop celebrating paganism. One of my aunts on my dad's side literally transformed into the creature I just showed you. They even spoke the same language and whole. I digress. One day, I was watching the star Madison on one of her many shows, but the one that inspired the video that I am going to show you is from the show Fag Talk. It was the episode I like to call Fuck It. We here now, you raggedy bitches. I do want to also note that the star Madison did not, I repeat, she did not tell me to do this video. I have never even spoken to her, so don't try to blame this on her because you don't want to deal with the truth of your movement being hijacked by the Cody bitches. Who are the Cody bitches?
Hello. So I had created a video, and I had said that I was going to show the proof that I had been speaking about the black trans community facing the wrath because of things that the white trans community was predominantly doing. I think this attack against women who were actually born female is coming more from the younger white trans community. I mean, to be honest, no, I ain't gonna say it. There's a lot of racism in the LGBTQIA, even segregation with the whole white gay pride events and black gay pride events. I have already mentioned how there's racism within these drag scenes. Some of these people I have seen during interviews, and their behavior is really questionable. I seen one interview on IG where the girl just started screaming when he or she was asked what his or her pronouns are. Hold on. No, we gonna talk about this. It's because you want to be taken serious, right? You want to be taken serious, but how can anybody take you serious?
My gender, there is.
How can anybody take you serious?
I don't know if I was clear the first time when I said it, so I'll be clear again this time.
Okay.
My gender is. And my pronouns are. I mean,
you sound like a demon. How can anybody take this serious? You want this movement to be taken serious, but it's like a movement of freaks that have infiltrated the LGBTQIA. This is who I am talking about. These people that's like this. Crazy ass people. And they making the whole scene look like it's just crazy, man. Hold on. This is demonic possession to me. To me, I feel like the LGBTQIA community has been hijacked by these types of people that are just angry, period. In their eyes, it's like a fad of some sort in regards to being LGBTQIA. I seen in another interview, and I'm trying to find that interview right now. Oh, here we go. Okay, I had seen in another interview where this person named Cody listed all these pronouns. I mean, the person must have said at least 20 different gender pronouns or identities.
Cody pronouns or really any male pronouns that aren't Z-hers. I am a white transmasculine femme non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery. I'm Cody, pronouns or Z-zers, or really any male pronouns that aren't Z-hers. I am a white transmasculine femme non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
This who.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the Cody bitches.
I'm Cody, pronouns or Z-zers, or really any male pronouns that aren't Z-hers. I am a white transmasculine femme non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
This who hijacked y'all movement.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't want to be associated with this. I don't want to be in the same community with these type of people. I don't care. I don't care. If we cannot recognize that these type of people have infiltrated this community, the LGBTQIA community, is what the hell is a white trans masculine femme? How you masculine and femme at the same damn time? Demi low romantic or gray demi bisexual? It was the cat parent and mental health recovery that took me out. All these terms are just confusion trying to explain confusion. Like I said, I will respect people's pronouns in regards to calling trans women / men she and he, but all this other foolishness can miss me. I don't feel all trans women are against women, but I am also not going to act like it doesn't exist either. I have seen and personally been around some trans women who do feel like they are better than women for whatever reason. I don't think it is fair that transgender women are allowed to compete against real women in sports. That is wrong, and I don't support that. I do think the whole bathroom topic is being hijacked by predator pedophiles that want to say they are trans when they are really not.
Been saying this.
The LGBTQIA community will be used to legalize pedophilia. Do I want this to happen? Of course not. They will slither in acting like they support the LGBTQIA, but it's for their own agenda. The elite have glamorized a medical condition, gender dysphoria, but they want to keep silent about high suicide rates even after detransition. To know that there's turmoil in the community. Like the community don't even get along with each other. The community don't even get along with each other. You know, so it's like, how do you come together to cancel somebody else for speaking when y'all don't even get along with each other?
The fake front.
Y'all don't even get along with each other.
The facade.
Even in the trans community, you misgender each other, you call each other, you know, by y'all boy names. The lesbians don't agree with, you know, the stance that some trans take. They don't want y'all to see this, though. This is what they don't want you to see.
Award ceremonies are for. But in terms of the science behind gender dysphoria, you're very familiar with that, Zoe.
Very familiar.
It's not about the chromosomes within our
both know
nuclei. Yeah, go ahead.
chromosomes don't necessarily mean you're male or female.
Gender.
Bullshit.
Gender
identity. Go ahead. No, so
especially, but even so, you have a thing like Klinefelter's syndrome. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
Would you like to discuss the genetics or
well, no,
what
no.
are your genetics?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that's.
Man, look at how he got his meat hooks. Them claws wrapped around another man. That man who is an imposter Jewish, that man actually looks scared for his life.
One of the questions that I have for the imposter convert Ben Shapiro.
I ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
The curls by their ears are them trying to do a vow of a Nazarite, number 6 KJV. Goat hair does not lock ! If you are black and have dreadlocks, you owe it to yourself to read number 6 KJV ! Still till this day, Miami dudes do their hair the exact way number 6 KJV says in regards to the hair. Them dudes will have one big lock, and then a few stragglers. The colonizers added the word dread to dreadlocks because they thought the hairstyle was dreadful. This shows that braids and locks were not their original hairstyle. Today, Mayo will try and say shit like, no one owns braids or dreadlocks. Their ancestors would disagree because they could not stand our natural hairstyle, only because their hair doesn't naturally do what ours do. It's jealousy. Well, except for Megan because, as we have seen, her tentacles grow out of her back. Another thing, I hate how Hulk Hogan brought up a medical condition, called Klinefelter syndrome like everyone is born with it. Yes, it exists, but a baby being born with Klinefelter syndrome is not what was intended. Just like a baby being born with no lungs. Does it happen? Yes, but that was not intended, just like a baby being born with 3 legs. Not intended! It's a weak argument.
Like Klinefelter's syndrome. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on
Would you
genetics.
actually like to discuss the genetics or
Well, no,
what
no.
are your genetics, sir?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that's...
Man, look at how he got his meat hooks. Them claws wrapped around another man. That man who is an imposter Jewish, that man actually looks scared for his life. But man, it's these bricks like this one on the left, the Zoe character. It's them bricks like that, man. Just look like a WWE wrestler. You know? And just hard. And talking about they women. This right here is what messed it up. This right here. Talking about some chromosomes don't lie. Chromosomes don't matter with gender dysphoria. Man, all of that, because they don't want to deal with the biology. They don't want to deal with the facts. All of that is just move the facts out the way. I feel. Well, guess what? I feel like a palm tree. And baby, I ain't got no leaves or no branches growing out of me. And then it's like they're always the ones like this one right here. They're always the ones to get aggressive first. But then want to play that, oh, we're being bashed, they want to play that role, but here they are. But see, some of them, the ones that's like, they know who to do this with. Because had this been a brother, yeah, it would have went down. And I don't care if it was straight or gay, it would have went down. She would have got 2-piece right in that Popeye's chin. Bitch looked just like Popeye. Oh, ugly ass brick. And what be really getting me is our black sisters, our black trans, they be standing in solidarity with them. But they don't stand in solidarity with the black sis or our black sisters, our black trans sisters. Them white ones don't stand in solidarity with them. There's been plenty of times where we've seen victims on their side and they want to rally us together to come rally with them. But then when it's something on our side, crickets. You may get 1 or 2. And that's because they want some BBC later on, but that's a different story. Now, here we go. She stopped to do an interview with this man, which she didn't have to stop. You see the cross, you know what I'm saying? And you see you got a camera, so your intuition or common sense should tell you, you know, what this could possibly give. But no, she stopped, you know. But look who hits who first.
Once again, the sexualization of children. She says she's Christian. He says she's God loves person says it's look. Righteous. Does not accept.
See? Look, see? Oh, brick, you know, but these be the ones, man. These weirdos that look like this, like you are not, baby, you're not Zoe, you're Lenny. Okay? Fly away. Look, once again, here we go.
We're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here and your wife.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am. I said.
Baby Shulk Hogan is about to destroy this whole store. I can see it now. Shulk Hogan with the leg drop on employee who called Shim, sir.
Look, once again, here we go.
We're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here and your wife.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
You're acting like a dude.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
Dude,
both of you guys,
sir.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
He even backed up like a dude.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I apologize now.
You are.
I need your corporate number. Because I'm going to call them and talk about how I was
He even
misgendered several
gangster,
times in the
almost
store.
gangster walked out the store.
I need your corporate number now. Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
Mr. Improper.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man. Because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes, get it for me now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Get me the
Making a scene.
Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh!
I apologize, ma'am. I will get you that number right now.
No, you're just going to keep bumping your gums. You're just going to keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
Actually, they didn't.
Seriously.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I have been talking about. And see, when you talk about this stuff, you will have the black gay trans trying to come to this thing's rescue. And they don't realize, and that's how I feel like they didn't realize how by them coming to this things like this rescue, that's how they felt the wrath, because they attached themselves to this. But these same people would not stand for them, man. And that's, you know, this person is acting like a dude. He even backed up like a dude. Like, I mean, that's not a woman. Start raising his voice. But on my last video, I said I was going to show this is what they took and ran with. And it's like, no, it's not a lot of trans women that's trying to get into female sports. But just like gossip, people take a little bit and blowing into something that is way out of proportion, you know? And that's what happened. That is what happened. Oh, and an honor.
I would also like to point out how Hulk Hogan has white privilege. Had she been black, not only would she have looked way better, but ultimately, she would have been arrested immediately. Cops would have flipped out the damn walls like ninjas with handcuffs in their hands ready to take a bitch down, reversed hand with middle finger extended, medium dark skin tone.
Oh, and an honorable mention, this shit right here. This shit right here. This non-binary shit that don't make a lick of sense. Because when you get horny, either that front or that back is gonna be working. Unless you a side, you know, hey. And I have nothing against my sides. Cause baby, since I guess, well, no, I ain't even a side. Yeah, cause I was about to say, before May of last year, yeah, no, but I'm not even, yeah, so I'm not even a side. But I don't discriminate against side. But this right here, I'm telling you, this is another thing that did it. And it's, you know, don't want to accept it. But pretty soon, when the chickens come home to roost, when that plane lands, don't worry. To my non-binary people, y'all gonna be hearing it. Y'all gonna be hearing it a lot more. Now, this story did not take place in the States, but honey, this is a key. Oh, this is a key. This is a key to me.
This is just incredible. Watch what happens in a pride parade. Now, pride, it's supposed to be LGBT, it's supposed to be inclusive, but look at how the trans activists attack a group of lesbians, and look how the police react to the interaction.
So at the moment, your march, this group of people, is causing confrontation between different groups of people. Okay?
We're lesbians, it's gay pride.
Whatever you are at the moment is causing confrontation.
He said, whatever you are, he ain't know what to do. Because he had to know they was all, you know, they all LGBTQIA. He didn't know what to do. Poor baby. He ain't know what to do. Like, your rally is causing confrontation between different groups of people. But they all in the same camp because they done all lumped us all together. Even though none of us are alike. Which is crazy, but carry on.
So, Prue, the police removed the lesbians, not the trans activists attacking them. And if you want to see why the lesbians were being targeted, it's because they were carrying signs like this, which I would have thought was fairly self-evident that that's how lesbians feel. Surely they're entitled to determine who they're attracted to, and surely they're entitled to march in a pride parade without being harassed.
Well, this is the whole point of the parade, isn't it? That they can, you know, celebrate who they are and what their choices are. This is the problem with the police that seems to be around the world. You know, go for the victim and don't worry about, you know, the antagonists. So they're obviously so limp-wristed now, the police. It's appalling.
Now that's crazy. That is just crazy. So they ended up removing the lesbians and let the trans activists, they didn't say it was trans, they activists, stay. Ain't that crazy? I'm telling y'all, this is what caused what happened on election day, man. Now, to the girls, to my girls that walk these MBU pageants. You spend all this time, all this money, baby, I know how you work. I know the time and effort that you put in to your glam in the scene, outside of the scene. But see, y'all, it's like some of y'all not understanding that you are not being seen. You know who is being seen? This.
Like, what is a woman? Can you tell me what a woman is?
No, I can't. Womanhood is something that is an umbrella term. It includes people
that describes what?
Thank you. That's who y'all got speaking for y'all. That's who y'all got speaking for y'all. That thing right there, unfortunately, gets more attention than someone with an someone who's intellectual and can really break some things down to get a person to understand. Ain't nobody gonna hear what that thing is saying that just blurred out of here. They're gonna be too caught up in the beard. Her beard almost as thick as mine. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta see it. Oh, hey, this made the news. Question. Oh, yeah, and the last question. How do when I was talking about the MBU and all the beautiful, women that's like in the ballroom scene and stuff, how do y'all feel about that thing with that beard? Anyway, this made the news. See? This made the news. And guess who's not there? Guess who's not there? The black girls. The black girls. They're not there. They're not there. They're not there outside of someone's store screaming and protesting. But guess who gets blamed? And you want to know why? Because somebody already said, when stuff like this will happen, and y'all know that these things be bricks, y'all will take up for them. Kind of like an energy transfer in a sense. Because it's like if you are joined to someone who's getting karma, well, they karma might dodge them and hit you. I've seen it happen. But anyway, let's see.
For nearly 25 years, Don Suker has been known as the wacky owner of the Star Wars memorabilia store here in Aberdeen. But a transgender councilwoman says he's a bigot who went to the dark side on her.
You are not. You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
The confrontation started inside.
Trans women are women. Get a trans women are women.
And spilled into the street.
You are not a chick.
Aberdeen Councilwoman Tiesa Meskis confronted owner Don Suker about a sign he posted in his store saying, if you are born with a slang for a male body part, you are not a chick.
What he wrote there was so demeaning and so dismissive of who I am and who any trans woman is.
Meskis, a trans woman, says she knows Suker has the right to say what he wants.
You're nuts. You need to back off now. No, you do.
But she wanted to tell him to his face it was hurtful.
I would really like them to open their eyes and their heart and see that, we are people, we are who we are. And
baby, it's giving Melina under that mask. Y'all know that. It's giving Melina, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, man.
And all we want to be is accepted in our community.
Now, I don't care what they do, but don't come in here and complain to me about stuff. I have free speech.
Zucker says anyone who disagrees with him does not need to spend money at his store, where that sign was still visible today.
And everybody's loved it. Everybody's taken pictures of it. Everybody laughs.
Not everybody loved it, as we saw.
Well, yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
he told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
Supporters of the councilwoman are planning a protest out in front of the store Saturday morning at 10. Don Zucker says he is calling on some of his backers for a show of support at the same time. In Aberdeen, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
All right, so I put this in here because I wanted to show this was a story that actually went viral of a white trans. And this is somebody reacting to it. Hopefully you can connect the dots, man. And now you know who was in office. This is what people that look like him, and I don't know if he a Trump supporter or not, but I'm just saying, you connect the dots, man. And that's his name. You can search for his content if you wish, because none of this content is mine.
I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir.
Ahead of time?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
I mean, like, that's got to be annoying, right? If you want to really be trans and stuff like that. But also, mate, you got a very deep voice. Someone walks in and sees you there. They don't know what to call you. I mean, you can't get mad about that. Can you get mad about? I don't think you should get mad about that. This has got 535,000 likes on TikTok. This is
now, before I go on to this next one, to me, see, this is what y'all don't. My cancer senses is going off. She using this to get stuff. Oh, you misgendered me. You know, I want to talk to a manager. You know, so I get, you know, whatever. Using that as a scheme, as a tactic, when this girl's out here really being deleted in these streets. To my trans people, to my people, this right here, instead of fighting each other, this right here, this is what I've told y'all. Y'all have people like this that infiltrated y'all movement. It's been happening. Just watch.
This is big. There's a lot of people who are getting behind this. And this is disgusting. This is despicable. Let's see if it is disgusting and despicable.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife.
But the waiter apologized. Why are you getting upset? I can't.
It's always like
if
a
you get
knife.
upset by shit like that, your life is going to be tough.
It always hurts every single time.
Rehearsed.
I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens.
Why the fuck would you go to the manager? Old mate apologized immediately.
I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know?
Mate, why is your entire happiness built on what other people call you as a pronoun? Surely you can find, and you've got your dog in the bloody restaurant at this point, and you got 2 plates of food. You need to calm down.
Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who...
See that dog yawning then? Let's watch that again. That is how everyone feels about this. Like, oh my God, here we fucking go again.
The person who gave me this called me sir. What? Called me sir.
Oh. Mate, the waiter come over here and called me.
Oh. It's just like, it kind of...
She was about to say, it's kind of like a knife in the heart. It hurts. She already got this rehearsed. Y'all don't see the scheme? While you out here really trying to live, but see, it's a tactic.
It hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
Very good. Thank you so much. No. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir.
This don't look like no damn ma'am. This looks exactly like a sir. And I understand that, like I said, I respect people's pronoun. I respect people's transition. But this right here is taking advantage. This right here is taking advantage. Taking advantage right here.
Not sir. Not sir. The guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
I'll let him know that and the GM as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
God, imagine being that waiter and getting called in for that. I guarantee you, the manager and him laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Ladies.
This shit too. This shit too. It was like they were trying to do everything they can to just like freak society out. Like, yeah, we're here. Look at us. You're gonna accept us, and you know. But meanwhile, the black ones over here just trying to thrive, trying to live. Okay, yeah, we might be, not me, but you know, they might be narcissists and they little MBU and you know, in the ballroom scene, they might be narcissists, you know, but they might, you know, fight each other and you know, they might get carried away at times, but they still, you know, interact with each other, intermingle with each other. Yeah, you know, they got their family, their friends, but they not this. It's a difference. It is a difference. This shit too. These freaks, man. You know, cut your titties off. You want to be a dude, but now you pregnant. This is what did it, y'all. But this thing to the right, this is trans, right? This big 8-foot Goliath. This is trans, right? Bitch don't even look at them arms. And then the one with the mask, that bitch has some long arms too. Look. This is what the star, TS, this is what the star was talking about. These things like this. Just put on the, well, at least this one put on a splash and, you know, at least shaved. But
do you identify yourself as?
I identify as a cis girl and bisexual.
How about you? Bisexual trans woman. What do you think is the best thing about being bi?
The options. I get to choose literally whoever that I like and obviously likes me back.
Well, what's the best thing about being trans? Oh my god, I've got both worlds. I lived growing up as a male and I got to experience what that was like, and now I get to see the other side. It's a whole nother world, different rules. It's beautiful. I understand all sides. What do you...
Okay. That's Jesse Spano, retarded brother, but okay. So, what I was going to do next was I was going to show you the difference between what you've just seen and our girls. But I'm not going to put our girls on the same video as this. I'm going to have to come back and maybe I'll just, you know, go through like how I just did different my favorite femme queens. But maybe I'll go back and, you know, I'll show love to the girls. Okay? 'Cause I do love the girls. I love the girls, man, but I just always wanted them to understand, like, man, do y'all know that y'all, it's just like, cause y'all be doing so much, y'all got so much to do, like, you know, y'all be doing these MBU pageants, y'all be doing this ballroom scene stuff, but it's like, do y'all see what is going on? These people, these Codys, they done infiltrated y'all community, and they about to fuck up everything that y'all done worked so hard for. So, yeah, I think maybe I'll come back. Because I really do, man. Like, Christina, Richards, Westwood, Tsunami, Revlon. Yeah, man. I love her. Alyssa, La Perla, Ebony. I think she's Ebony now. Love her. And Sanaya. And of course, Letitia, you know, Letitia, I always say, you know, she a cancer. Letitia and Christina, because they cancers like me. So, you know, I'm not talking about them girls. Like, I'm not talking about them. You know, I'm not talking about Naomi. I'm not talking about her. You know? So, yeah, it's just, and I just feel like we as a people, as black and brown people, we just too accepting, we too inviting. And these people don't have our best interests at heart. They come in, they take, and never restore. It's just so, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to show that stuff like that. That is what pretty much got that man in office. They don't want y'all to see this though. This is what they don't want you to see. That nobody fucking gets along. Nobody gets along, period. But let you say something, I guess, and oh, it's time to cancel you. That's why I was saying, like, that's not fair. That's not right. And this is the playbook. The reason why you don't know the playbook is because you don't care about this world. But you need to. Because how are you going to, like, cancel me when this community itself does not get along, do the most to each other? You want to talk about straight people bashing gay people? Go to some of these balls. Go to some of these balls. Like these events, these gay events. These is gay people doing this to gay people.
I got your back,
Shooting,
honey.
Mason, stabbing people, each other. Over nothing.
Over nothing.
Over nothing. At the end of the day, over nothing. I seen on one show they was talking about one of the people get the trophies from the funeral home or something like that. And I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just saying, so at the end of the day, is this worth fighting over? Is it even worth fighting and arguing over?
No.
A status.
That's become diluted.
Is that really worth fighting and arguing over? And you have to remember, some of these people sign up for this. They sign up to participate in it. And they get mad when they hear the opinion of someone else and it's not in their favor. So that's where, but all I'm doing is showing y'all proof. This community is a unified front. It's a unified front. People pose like they want to help people, but really, They want to take advantage of people. They want to take advantage of organizations, and it's a unified front, man. Like I've been saying, they put on this front like we all together, like in the public, when heterosexual people come against, the community, all stand in solidarity and all of this. But man, if you only knew what goes on within, nah. This is a unified front, man.
She built a reputation in Omaha as an advocate and author, but now facing 24 criminal counts, one of which carries up to 15 years in prison if convicted.
I'm Melissa Wright on the Dominique Morgan Street, named after a trans activist known for her work in Omaha. On Wednesday, we found out that she's being charged for stealing $100,000 from a New York-based nonprofit. Dominique Morgan made a name for herself in Omaha after being released from prison. Morgan began her executive director position at Black and Pink in 2018, dedicated to helping LGBTQ+ people who've been incarcerated. In 2021, she told us in an interview,
and if we worked just as hard to pull people in as we work to push people away sometimes, we would really get the change we want to see.
In 2022, she moved to New York for an executive director position at the Okra Project, according to her LinkedIn. That's the organization she's accused of taking almost $100,000 from. The group's initial mission, providing resources to the Black trans community. Morgan went further, raising money she said would go to bail out indigent people from jail. Okra's board asked for receipts. The district attorney says Morgan handed over some from Fulton County, Georgia, and Douglas County, Nebraska. Investigators say, quote, no such persons were arrested at that time. Prosecutors say Morgan used the $99,000 she transferred into her personal account in 2022 for a California closet renovation, car payments, shopping, and other expenses, including meals. Morgan is now charged with grand larceny and falsifying 23 business records. If convicted, she could be back in prison for up to 15 years. I did reach out to Morgan for a comment. She told me to talk to her attorney. I'm still waiting to hear back from him. In North Omaha, I'm Melissa Wright.
This don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It's already little to no help. But see, this is the year of exposure, man. This is the year of exposure. This is why all of this stuff is happening. This is why all of this stuff is coming out. Trump is going to be like a wrecking ball, giving people they nigga wake up call left and right. You get a nigga wake up call. You get a nigga wake up call. You get a nigga wake up call. Seem like all these minority communities is getting a nigga wake up call. But within this community, you got people that take advantage of organizations, people, because some people, well, she took from the organization, she really ain't take from nobody. Yes, she did. Because the money that she got was supposed to be going towards the girls.
Allegedly.
And getting them out of jail. So she took from the girls. Let's be clear. She took from y'all. Where's the sisterhood? Where's the solidarity? It's a front. It's a front, man. These trans women, man, behind the scenes, man, please. And don't let one of them have a man. Oh, my God. And no, they ain't all like that. No, they're not. But, yeah. And it's just, you know, a lot of people want this lavish lifestyle. They want this because they want to look important in front of the girls, or they want to look important in front of their peers, instead of actually working hard and acquiring that money in a legal way. It's a shame. This woman making $200,000 a year. $200,000 a year, bruh. That ain't enough. Man. It don't make no sense. And these organizations, it's just like, I feel, if anything, you know who I feel bad for? These gay organizations, man. They be giving money to people like this. They be giving money for people to use at these bars. And that's a whole shit show in itself. Cause even at these bars, man, maybe one or two out of 5 bars don't finish. It's always some type of issue with money. With money not being passed out, with people not getting their money. And this be organization money. And I just want to reiterate, I said out of 5 bars, maybe 1 or 2 will not finish, will not pass out all the money. So I'm not saying that it's every ball that this happens at. Please, let me clarify that. That don't happen at every ball. Some balls, even the big balls, the big events, they finish. Some don't even have fights, and they pass out all their money. So no, this does not happen at every ball, but it does happen. If it's 5 balls, at least 2 of them is going to not finish due to a fight or something. And then it's like, okay, if I swear I have heard them say this. Recently I heard one of them say, well, you could have just told us, we could have did, we could have made something up and ended the ball. He went on and said like a few things that they could have did, but I'm just like, are you crazy? So how are y'all complaining about this? But then it's like, you're sitting up here saying you would do it. Like, that's just so asinine to me. But it don't happen at every ball. And not all balls, not all like people who throw balls are like shady people who be trying to get over on people. No, some of these people, they really do have they coin. They really do have successful events. But to me, in my opinion, it's too many balls. It's too many balls. And they need to get a hold of that, because that's why these statuses have become so diluted, because it's so many balls now. Think about it. Back in the 80s and the 90s, like you had maybe 7 to 10 balls, maybe, and people, and then social media wasn't out at the time as well, so people didn't have access to the icons and the legends and stuff like that, like how they do now. I mean, it's the people that's been on the HBO show, you could just get on Instagram and send them a message, or Facebook, Not saying that you should do that, but I'm just saying, like, that's how accessible it is now. So, all bars don't have those problems, but a lot of them do. A lot of them. And they talk about this. That's how people know about it. And I know hey, I know they'll get mad at me for talking about this, even though they talk about this every Monday night at 9 o'clock for the world to see. And then they'll act like, well, how you know? How you know? Didn't y'all just have a show? Today is Tuesday, so didn't y'all just have a show? And y'all was talking about a ball that did not finish. And somebody walked away without, and somebody said somebody went home with thousands of dollars. I didn't say this. They said this on the show. I'm just saying. Like, where does it end? Like, when is these organizations gonna be like, you know what? I don't know if this is such a good idea. And be wondering, like, do these organizations, do they go to these balls? Like, do they be seeing, like, because they can't be watching these shows. They can't be watching, like, these shows that be recapping the balls and stuff like that. Because they be like, well, we gave this money. The money that they're talking about didn't get paid. We gave this money. So they didn't give all this money away? Oh. That's who I feel bad for, though. These gay organizations, because they be giving these people all this money, and at the end of the day, a lot of these people be scam artists. They be scam artists. They be scamming. They're talking about all of this for the community, and you got some real good ones. Like it's one, she been doing a book bag drive, for maybe 10+ years, and she is genuine. Like she's very genuine to me, and so. Yeah, some of them, they do good things. It's not all of them, but oh baby, it's enough of them. Yeah, man, this girl making $200,000 a year, and you're supposed to be helping the girls, with the bail money and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, man, these people, they be in it for themselves. This does not help. Like I said, there's already a narrative. A lot of people think that, you hear stereotypes about the trans community, especially black trans women like, Dominique Morgan. And it's just like, I know that she's been through all of what, she said she was going to try to help these people, get through. And for this to happen it's crazy, because people already have all these stereotypes of trans women, like, they steal, they always committing fraud, and they always, scamming, and, stuff like that, prostituting, and, all of these, stereotypes, and, some don't do any of that at all, and it's just crazy. You have these ones that do. This does not help. Stuff like this does not help. But like I said, this is the year of exposure. This don't give nothing. This don't give the others nothing but proof to say, see, look. It's just like, with all the stuff that I recorded in my, the hypocrisy within the LGBTQIA community. When they take gay people's rights away, I want the black LGBTQIA to know. Stuff like this, the stuff that I said previously, like when I agree with T.S. Madison about what the white trans was doing and how the black trans felt the wrath of these horrendous reality TV shows that literally on they gather these people, bro. Like they gather these people and make them fight. And make them fight. The gay ones, it's horrible. It's so horrible and it's degrading. But these people is willing to do that for a small piece of fame. It's unreal. It's unreal. That app, Bigo, and what goes on there, and how everybody want to be a content creator, how everybody, and listen, so because I want to be clear in my videos, because I do talk about, I'm talking about these little rinky-dink content creators. I ain't talking about like no Kai Levine or no Raheem Shabazz or Fat Rabbit or I'm not talking about them. Them is content creators. Fame, that's a content creator. I'm talking about these little rinky-dink content creators, man. Everybody want to create content. Everybody, you can meet somebody, and it's been over a year since I met somebody, so. But I'm just saying, hey, I've been around the block though. Go to meet somebody, and you think, then next thing you know, they pulling out a phone. Hey, what you doing? Nah, you're not about to make no money off of me. Are you crazy? That has what killed love in this community. That and this half want to be city girls. You can't tell them that they ain't city girls. That everybody want to be Young Miami and JT. Everybody want to be a city girl. Everybody want to be flued out. Well, this half. Then this half, they waiting on some thug type Chris Brown or that's who they waiting on. And he not gonna come. That's why this community can't find love. And besides the people who just blatantly saying that they ain't looking for love because they want to screw this person. They want to screw this person. Then they want to screw this person. They like having all these options, just screwing different people. Because really they hurt on the inside and they don't want to heal. They just want to go and fuck. That's what goes on in this community. When they, and the having sex outside. And I know the straights do it. But guess what? That man that's gonna be in office January, he ain't gonna be focused on that. He gonna be focused on our ass. That's what we gonna be focused on. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all don't get that. You haven't been getting it. And see, you know what I love? You know what I love? See, you shame these people like Craig the Writer Stewart, the gay dating coach. If they try to say something, y'all shame them. Oh, you're slut shaming. You're this shaming. But guess what? Donald Trump ain't gonna give a fuck. He ain't gonna give a fuck. He ain't gonna be able to say you shame. No, he gonna shame you. He gonna shame you. And then who gonna be the maddest though? The people that knew in their heart that a lot of the stuff that was going on in this community was wrong. But they let it go on. You know who gonna be the maddest though? The people that knew in their heart that a lot of the stuff that was going on in this community was wrong. But they let it go on. Because that was their friends. They didn't want to be the odd one out. They didn't want to stand by themselves. See, I stand by myself. I don't give a fuck what no bitch got to say. I don't care who, how rich you are. I don't care what kind of clout you got. Bitch, I ain't got no friends. Barely got family. And when I'm the real, I'm the real. I don't have no friends. I'm the real. Nah, I ain't just fucking with no, I don't have no friends. And I don't have no friends by choice. Because friends will get you fucked up. I don't believe in friendship. Lightweight don't believe in family. That's why I can never get into the barroom scene. Because you talking about you want to be my family. And the family I come from, nah, you'll knife me in my back. I'm good. I don't need a gay mom or a gay father, because not all of them act like that, but some of them, you'll know as you get older, oh, you really weren't trying to protect me, you really was trying to hold me back. Because maybe you didn't get this far. And you don't want to see it for me. I'm glad I missed that. No, I'm good. And not all of them is like that. Not all of them is like that. There's some good ones out there. It really is. But even they know that it's some ones out there, like I just said. They know it. I'm telling y'all. It's coming. I really do believe that. And I did all I could. I did all I could to warn, But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be just like, I feel like it's just going to be like, for me, it's just going to be just like Noah. I did all I could. I did all I could to warn, But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be just like, I feel like it's just going to be like, for me, it's just going to be just like Noah. When Noah got into that ark. Noah didn't even have the strength to tell his family no, that they couldn't board. After he got his kids and everything on the ark, he had the strength to tell his family no, because he knew what was about to happen. But he spent 120 years telling these people, it's coming. The rain is coming. It's coming. They called that man crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Going on with that stuff. He weird. Okay. All right. You was too busy worried about the barroom scene. Which is, a lot of these people have turned into a shit show. Pretty much. According to the show I just watched, where they was just deeming everybody. According to, but that ain't none of my business. Because I am not barroom. And baby, I don't want to be. That, nuh-uh. No, thank you, baby. Mm-mm. But it's a shame. Noah didn't have the strength to tell his family no. The Most High closed the ark. He's the Most High. If you read in the scripture, the Most High slammed the door shut in Noah's family's face. And as it rained, they were still partying as it started raining. But when it started to flood, oh, they booked it toward that boat. That boat that they said he was so crazy, they ain't even mess with him, tried to knock it down because they just thought he was just crazy. They wouldn't even bully him. Oh, that nigga crazy. He was albino with dread, so he kind of already looked crazy, you know, different from the rest. But nonetheless, but when that rain came, oh, and if you don't believe me, if you don't, bring your ass. Bring your ass. Bring your motherfucking ass. Here we go. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you don't believe me? Here we go. Here we go. Right here. You see that picture right there? As in the days of Noah, part 1. You see that? That's what Noah looked like according to the scriptures. But see, the reason why you don't know that is because your pastor don't know that. That's why you don't know. Because his daddy didn't know that. Because the seminary theologian teachers who are scam artists, them white men, yeah, they left this out on purpose. They left stuff like this out on purpose. So, yeah, it's 3 parts. I know what I'm talking about. Well, actually, it's 5 parts, but I still know what I'm talking about. So, you come on right here. Make sure you check out that Truth About Sodom and Gomorrah part 2 and 1 as well. But anyway, the Most High slammed the door shut in his face. And Noah's family's face. It's going to be just like that here. It's going to be just like that here. Oh, here go the hypocrisy within the gay community. Here we go. It's got some really good stuff in here. A lot of the stuff y'all not going to like, you know, because when you shine the light, when you turn the mirror on yourself, it's kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, I talk about everything in here. Talk about my experience working at CASCOM. Anything I've done, I talk about it here. So, and as far as me, how my channel go, everybody get hit, baby. Let's take a look, okay? We started off talking about, look who got hit first. The Truth About MLK, the NAACP. Talk about when the spirit leaves the body. Talk about that. You know, but I had to talk about the faggots first because that's where I come from. So I had to talk about myself first, you know, and give you history on me. Then I'll go right into talking about different topics. Islam, the Muslims, the Jehovah's Witnesses, who created evil, talking about how the church have taken tithes and turned it into money when it was never money, not even in the scriptures. These right here, these lessons right here, the truth about biblical tithing, that's gonna make some people mad. Yoga, talking about biblical history. I have a few questions, saints, talking about the people in the church, talking about church leadership, talking about the Sabbath, talking about Sunday worship. Thank you, T.S. Madison. That's when she was talking about them Bigo girls. Yeah. I tell you everything that I know about Christ. Everything that I know about Christ. Everything that I've learned. Everything that I've learned about Christ is here. The real names of the Most High in Christ. The answer to that age-old question that all black people ask, why do they hate us? And you know who the they is. The John 3:16, talking about my false twin flame. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking in tongues. Lesson on Paul. Talking about the covenant. And that's where, so this was my series on the tongue. My last lesson was Gentiles cut off, and I have another lesson that I'm going to do, but as you can see, I moved. So I had to, hey, I call this life. So life has been lifing, but in a good way, in a good way, in a great way, in a positive way. I'm good. I'm happy. I mean, I don't have stress that other people have because, I have responsibilities, but think about this. Like, I could never compare myself to like a house father, for instance, the father of a house, because he got all these responsibilities. He got, and yes, he probably have a board. He probably got people to help him, but still, he's still the overall father that carries a lot of weight, right? I don't got those responsibilities. Hey, I don't have no pressure of I gotta spend $1,000 on whether I can or can't afford it. But still, I don't have that pressure of I have to spend $1,000 on this effect. I don't have that, I don't have, and then got to look and see who on the panel and stuff like that, cause people be shady. I don't have those problems. I don't have that stress in my life. So that's why, work is stressful for me, but then just so yeah, life was life, and then I did give my little update on how things have been so far. And then my cousin, talking recently, has just been me talking about different things. My cousin passed away. And so I did talk, about the trans community, and I talked about her life in the trans community. And then talked about some religious phonies, things that I came across. Then this video is me cooking. I just recently, cooked. And, the presidential debate. So this is my page.
In regards to the Dominique Morgan situation, she is innocent until proven guilty. I am not accusing her of anything. All I know is what the news is reporting. I know how wicked the justice system faced with rolling eyes can be in regard to my people. I wish her the best.
A divisive bill at the State House is one step closer to becoming law. Within the past hour, the Ohio Senate passed legislation known as the bathroom bill.
NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy has been tracking the bill since the start. She joins us live to tell us what today's vote means. Natalie?
Yeah, the Senate passed the bill just about 1 hour ago. After some emotional debate on the Senate floor, it now heads to Governor Mike DeWine's desk for consideration. Now, this has been a contentious bill here at the State House for the last year and a half. Supporters of the legislation say it's about creating a safer environment for students, but its critics say this is just the latest in a series of bills here at the Ohio State House that target the LGBTQ+ community. If this bill is signed by Governor Mike DeWine, Senate Bill 104 will require both public and private grade schools and all Ohio universities to prohibit non-gendered bathrooms and will ban transgender students from using bathrooms that align with their gender identity. The bill has 4 exceptions in it for students under 10 being assisted by someone, assisting a person with a disability, in the case of emergencies, or an employee whose duties require it. The CDC estimates that just over 3% of high school students identify as transgender. Opponents of the bill say it targets and harasses gender diverse students, parents, and staff, and will result in more bullying. Backers of the legislation call it common sense.
Ohioans and Americans, quite frankly, across this country, don't want boys and girls sports. They don't want boys and girls locker rooms. They don't want boys and girls bathrooms. It's for the safety of the kids. And this message was sent loud and clear last week during the national election.
What if I was forced to use the bathroom of my assigned sex at birth, a women's restroom? As a 21-year-old trans man, I can't believe adult students would be subjected to restroom policies decided by politicians.
If the bill is signed into law, Ohio will be joining 11 other states with some sort of bathroom ban that has been enacted in their states. Governor Mike DeWine has indicated that he is interested in signing this legislation, but says he needs to review the specific language in this bill once it arrives to his desk. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.
Governor's desk for signing.
So this bill would force K through 12 schools to only allow students to use bathrooms and lockers that match their gender at birth. WLWT News 5 Sean McKinnon joining us live with the arguments from lawmakers here and also reaction from families with transgender kids. Sean, before we get started, I'm wondering, has the governor signed off on this yet that you know of?
Cherie, well, the Governor DeWine says he intends to sign this bill into law. He's just giving it a legal review first. When that happens, Ohio joins at least 10 other states with similar laws. Ohio Senate Republicans vote unanimously to send this bill to Governor Mike DeWine.
We have had for literally generations separate locker rooms for men and women.
This bill, again, is about safety and security. We need to do this in the schools. The schools need to develop policies based on the legislative guidance that we are providing today.
Democrats also voted party line, opposing the legislation.
Our children are watching and listening to the demonizing, to the fear-mongering.
The reality of the coming law setting in. Kat Steiner's daughter, Cassie, is trans.
The message she has received is that Ohio is not a place for her.
Her sophomore year, she's homecoming queen. Now she's wanting to leave the country for college.
That is simply discrimination in action. I just can't believe that Ohio's focusing on this instead of employment, the housing crisis, inflation.
At Transform Cincy, they help kids and teens get new clothes that match their gender identity. They're also seeing families ready to leave the state because of this. Plus, they say bathroom bans leave trans kids without options.
I've been in this work almost 15 years, and I used to watch where they would get UTIs and kidney infections because they don't go to the bathroom at school because they don't feel safe.
Republican lawmakers acknowledge that if this becomes law, they're expecting lawsuits.
Is this perfect? No, it's not. Is it possible that this is going to end up in some litigation? Probably. But a lot of good legislation does sometimes end up in litigation. And maybe the courts will ultimately settle this.
Well, this election season, research from Ad Impact shows Republican PACs spent $215 million on anti-trans attack ads. Reporting live, Sean McKinnon, WLWT News 5.
A bill banning transgender students from using bathrooms that fit their gender identities is headed to Governor DeWine's desk. It cleared the Ohio legislature with a majority vote in the Senate yesterday. Our Kaitor K has details on who this will affect and how both sides of the debate are reacting.
So that's what we're doing, is we're going back to the way it was, which was a much safer environment.
Ohio State Senator Jerry Serino is the sponsor of Senate Bill 104, which is now heading to the governor's desk. It requires public K-12 schools, as well as universities and colleges, to designate separate bathrooms, locker rooms, and overnight accommodations based on one's gender assigned at birth.
And I, for one, don't want my granddaughters who are involved in sports having to be anxious about, worried by, and intimidated by men coming in or boys coming in, whatever stage of transgender activities they are in, to be in the same shower, locker room, or bathroom with my granddaughters. I mean, that's absurd.
Senate Bill 104 passed the Senate 24-7 on Wednesday, the vote going down party lines. Democrats like Kent Smith, who voted against it, say Republicans should be disappointed in themselves.
I think it's a horrible affront on, some of the more vulnerable citizens of Ohio.
The LGBT Community Center of Greater Cleveland agrees, sensing dangerous times ahead.
I think that they are experiencing an onslaught of extremely harmful, discriminatory, and negative legislation that is going to make their lives significantly harder and is only going to add to the stigma and discrimination that they're experiencing.
Again, the bill now goes to the governor's desk. We reached out to Governor DeWine's office today, and they said they'll be making no comments on the bill at this time. Russ.
Kaitor K in the newsroom. Thank you.
Transgender students could soon be required to use the bathroom matching their sex assigned at birth.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing tonight. The Ohio Senate passing the bill today, and it will soon be sent to the governor's desk.
Andre Norrells joins us now in studio and has more on the community's reaction. Andre, what are you hearing?
Well, Jeff and Kaylee, politicians who support this bill say it will protect students, but a Toledo transgender advocate I spoke to says it would do the opposite.
It puts our most vulnerable population directly in the crosshairs for harm.
Advocate Nikki Orlowski is on the board of directors of Equality Toledo Community Action. Orlowski says she talks to transgender youth often and believes this bathroom ban will cause harm.
Trans people already had a higher rate of being both physically assaulted and also sexually assaulted.
Senators from both sides debated House Bill 183.
These are people's lives, and we are making them less safe.
They don't want boys and girls bathrooms. It's for the safety of the kids.
The bill passed 24-7. It bans transgender students from using the bathroom and locker room that matches their gender identity. It passed as a part of a separate Senate bill that targeted the College Credit Plus program. The bathroom ban applies to K-12 schools and higher education institutions. Orlowski, who is transgender, says she works at the University of Toledo.
That means I have to use the men's restroom, and that puts my life in danger, just like it puts these children's lives in danger.
Supporters argue the bill protects young people in vulnerable spaces.
It revolves around the safety, security, and I think common sense. It protects our children and grandchildren in private spaces where they are most vulnerable.
State Senator Rob McCauley echoed that in a statement sent to WTOL 11. Orlowski urges the transgender community to find support and safety in one another.
But find your group you feel safe with. Find your clique or whatever. Just find your community.
The bill will now be sent to Governor Mike DeWine. If he signs it, it becomes law. I called the governor's office today. A staffer told me he would be inclined to sign a bathroom ban bill, but it depends on how it's written. Andre Norrells, WTOL 11.
Anyway, should grown men be allowed to walk into female changing rooms and expose their genitals to children? To me, the answer is easy. No, of course not. And also, arrest that guy and check his hard drive. But this week, a woman walked into the female changing rooms at Planet Fitness, a gym in America, and saw a man half naked and shaving, and a 12-year-old girl in the corner looking terrified. The woman took a photo of the man. Here he is. She challenged the man, who, according to her, insisted
I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Penguin looking-ass bitch, but I have something to say. Once again, I am showing you the people who have infiltrated your movement. These people are making the block hot. Now, back to this Stimpy looking-ass bitch from the Ren and Stimpy show. This ol' Neil the Seal Danny DeVito with a beard, looking-ass oink oink tubby, ass bitch is not trans.
I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like, yeah, you're using the women's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. She's like, no, you're a man. And honestly, I just lost it. And just started screaming and swearing. I just couldn't handle it.
Everyone through. You old blimp Michelin man Teletubby looking-ass bitch. You lost everything but weight, yo big ass. When your blood clots, I bet it looks like rainbow nerds. You only know Katie because you ate her and now you think that you are her. I bet you go through 32 packs of razors shaving all those fat-ass double chins. The only thing trans that you need to worry about is the trans fat in your slop, ol' hoggish greedly oink oink looking-ass bitch. Where is Captain Planet when I need him? Transition a can of Slim Fast into yo hand immediately. Have you tried Jenny Craig? Bitch, stop eating. Gonna take pollution down to 0. It's amazing how you transition from cartoons to movies so fast. I loved you in Spawn and Blade. Bitch, you snapped in that movie. They had your hair and whole. It must have didn't take much hair and makeup because you look the same, but you look good, girl.
He's going to kill me! You need me, Frost! You need me!
Pearl, your history. Have the good grace to die with some fucking dignity.
Frost! That sucker.
Congratulations, Blade.
Frost.
I hear you've been looking for me. I'm flattered.
It'll pass.
Fuck. What is that?
That biscuit boy is a UV lamp. We're gonna play a little game of 20 questions. Depending on how you answer, you may walk out of here with a tan. What's that?
Oh, it's nothing. It's routine research. Actually, it's a video game.
That must have hurt.
It's a fragment, a piece of the prophecy.
What prophecy?
Oh, I'm not really sure. There's so many and there's nothing you can do about it, Daywalker!
Is that so?
Well, that's what Frost says.
Well, then you won't mind me borrowing this for a while, will you? If he moves, fry him. What's in here?
Nothing. It's just a storeroom, but you're wasting your time. There's nothing of importance to anyone.
Then you won't mind if I take a peek.
approved.
Girl, you acted your ass off. I still can't believe you let them film you with no shirt off though, no shade.
Confront me for using the women's restroom. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like, yeah, you're using the women's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. And she's like, no, you're a man. And honestly, I just lost it. I just lost it and just started screaming and swearing. I just couldn't handle it.
Everyone. Bathroom. This all happening as we celebrate Pride Month. Victoria Chan Sanchez is live now at Cuba Libre in Northwest, speaking with her tonight. Victoria, what is she saying about all of this?
Charlotte Clymer is a transgender woman and says she and a friend walked into the ladies' room around midnight at Cuba Libre restaurant.
And an attendant in front of the restroom asked to see my ID. They didn't ask anybody else. And when I asked why, they said it's because I have to have female on my ID in order to access the restroom. That's wrong, but, you know, first of all, and second of all, I'm not going to show my ID to use the restroom.
She says that's when the male attendant walked in and started looking for her. After washing her hands, Clymer says the attendant and manager said it was D.C. law that a person must only use the restroom that matches with the gender on their identification card. She walked outside to look up the law on her cell phone to show the manager.
Went back inside, went straight to him, and asked him to read it. He did, and he said that's incorrect. And I still don't, think that you're allowed to use the restroom. I gave him one more chance. I said that I worked for the Human Rights Campaign. I need you to make a course correction right now because this is about to get very bad. And you need to understand the way that laws work in D.C. in regards to the LGBTQ community.
After a back and forth, the manager said he was going to call the cops. She encouraged it. Instead, they threw her out, and she called police instead, who said she was in the right. Still, no apology from the manager.
He humiliated me intentionally.
Wait, I'm confused. I didn't know Taylor Swift was in this.
Admits he should have handled this particular case differently. A then 17-year-old boy admitting to sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl. He also now says he's making a couple of policy changes. He calls them minor, but his critics say they're far from it, and it's all further ammunition for those behind the recall. It was a sexual assault of a 10-year-old girl inside a Denny's bathroom that years later resulted in a cold case DNA hit and an arrest of this suspect, then ID'd as James Tubbs. Now a 26-year-old transgender woman, Hannah Tubbs. But since she was a juvenile at the time of the assault, the sentence after a guilty plea, 2 years. Tubbs recorded laughing at the deal in this call first reported on Fox News.
Don't worry about it. It's a strike, but they're going to plead. I'm going to plead out to it. I'm going to plead guilty. They're going to stick me on probation, and it's going to be dropped. It's going to be done. I won't have to register. I won't have to nothing.
For an offender, you don't have to register?
I won't have to do none of that.
So what are they going to do to you then?
Nothing.
Gascon now admits the Tubbs sentence not tough enough, saying in a statement, if we knew about her disregard for the harm she caused, we would have handled this case differently. The complex issues and facts of her particular case were unusual, and I should have treated them that way.
What do you make of this?
Well, what I make of this is that he recognizes that the tapes that were going to be issued would be bad, and he's trying to do damage control.
Former prosecutor Kathleen Cady, a leader of the recall campaign, notes Gascon suddenly backtracked on two key policies. No more blanket bans on trying juveniles as adults. No more bans on life sentences.
I believe that his response is because of the ongoing recall effort, and I think he recognizes that the public is not happy with what he has been doing and do not believe in these blanket policies that he has initiated, and that what they want is to make sure that justice is served and that they feel safe in their communities.
Other supporters of the recall campaign agree, among them writer Thea Esky, who says she was also victimized as a child.
What motivates me to get involved in the recall is just the need to make sure that victims have a voice in the process. I mean,
Ha 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 ha, bitch, I'm weak as fuck. I found Pat. Pat paved the way for you non-binary bitches, so put some respect on Pat's name. I'm glad to see Pat working and doing well.
A 3-day weekend. As for that recall campaign, organizers say they have not yet announced the number of signatures they've gathered so far. Remember, this is recall number 2, but they have to get almost 600,000 by July, a very expensive and time-consuming process. A lot more on this at 6, and also tonight with you at 7, live down.
A former state representative is now facing federal charges in connection to a child sex abuse image investigation out of Massachusetts. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Stacey Lawton is charged with 1 count of sexual exploitation of children and aiding and abetting. She is the former partner of Lindsay Groves, who appeared in federal court last week. Investigators say Groves' cell phone had more than 10,000 text messages between her and Lawton discussing the transfer of sexually explicit images of children. Lawton has faced a series of legal troubles dating back more than a decade.
Why these bitches be looking like Jason Voorhees in the face? This bitch sitting up here, looking like Jack 2 from Tekken. This ol' Zordon looking ass bitch. Give me a Zord ho.
Series of legal troubles dating back more than a decade.
Eek, Fred Flintstone in drag is diabolical. I didn't know that Paul Bearer did drag. Learn something new every day, I tell ya.
San Jose sex offender wearing fake breasts, wig arrested for loitering in women's restroom. It's not a crime for a man to put on a wig and fake breasts. But it is a crime if you're wearing them and hanging out in a women's restroom. Richard Rendler, 60, of San Jose, a registered sex offender, found that out on Friday in Campbell, when he was arrested at the Pruneyard Shopping Center on misdemeanor loitering charges. Campbell Police Sergeant Dave Carmichael said Rendler was arrested after having been caught in the women's restroom of an unnamed store for
Bitch, these jokes write themselves. The joke is whoever believed this hoe was an piece of trans. Gargamel, sit it the fuck down. If cat piss was a person. Bitch, you look like a beat up ass roach. I found Ren from the Ren and Stimpy show. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. Quit playing with me. Bitch, it's like putting a wig on a carved pumpkin. She was one of the girls from the 1-900 numbers back in the day. 1-900, pick up the phone. Her name is Tanya, she's Irish with a little luck. Below the waist. This is a girl who can change your oil while sucking ya dick. Bitch, she knows how to lay train tracks by herself. She was the #1 requested escort at the Republican National Convention in Wisconsin. Gay hookup app Grindr crashed after a spike of users around Milwaukee on Tuesday, the location of the Republican National Convention. Baby, she caused the whole app to crash. She had them white men looking for Tanya on Grindr. But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't hear it from me, you heard me. Yes, I said what the fuck I said. Bitch, it's like putting a wig on a carved pumpkin. At first, I thought it was Megyn Kelly because she be looking hard in the face too. Ol' gargoyle face looking ass bitch. She thinks she is better than everyone else because she has been in movies. You know, she allegedly played that dude Powder in the movie Powder back in the day. It was a good ass movie, but she doesn't have to act so stank. Then I thought, well, it could be Nancy Grace in a wig, but the hair doesn't puff up high enough to hide her devil horns.
People feel their safety compromised. Problem that we have today is the results of many of the bad policies that over-criminalize communities without really looking for a path in order to create the reduction of crime, the prevention of crime, and putting communities in a better place.
Yeah, people do feel their safety compromised despite a growing recall threat. That was Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon blaming the surge of violence in his city not on his far-left agenda, but on the previous tough-on-crime policies of the past.
Fat Mexican hamburger looking ass bitch. This fat hoe looks like a linebacker and a trucker at the same damn time. He would have found out how a piñata feels on a kid's b-day. To my black trans. I truly hope you are seeing who hijacked your movement and became the face of it. Oh my god. I thought Joe Pesci died. Is this an old character that he never got to play? Bitch, look, it's Rita Repulsa. 40 years later after she let Lord Zed stick that ecstasy pill up her ass. All it takes is one time and baby. Rita became Rita. I heard Zed was put in the pause to her, but I didn't know it was like that. I told the hoe don't trust Zed because he is a Taurus and he was under 40 at the time, and he got a big ass forehead, like most Taurus men. A Taurus under 40 with a big ass forehead getting kicked out of his cult because of his ego. Gotta watch out for them types. If you let them, have you looking like Whoever the bitch is sitting next to is going to get arrested for touching and feeding the manatee. He does look like the character Fat Bastard, but I first saw him playing both twins in the movie Nothing But Trouble. This bitch. Guadalupe was there as well. Bitch, ever since they let Neil the seal out of the water, this big bitch has been a problem. I bet when the fat hoe goes to the doctor, the blood pressure machine catches an attitude immediately. The blood pressure reading is, quit playin' with me. The only time any submarine can be in any ocean is when this fat hoe is not in the water. Put this fat hoe in the Atlantic Ocean, and the Titanic will rise if he doesn't sit on it first. I am tired of these bricks and boulders ! They have become the face of a movement that has been hijacked, and now it's time to crash these walrus into a can of Slim Fast.
It's close to midnight.
I knew I had seen this old bitch somewhere before.
The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls